Good evening, Philippines. This is Mike Padua, and we are back to our analysis. And this is the coverage on Typhoon Odette with international name Rai, and it's no longer a super typhoon. It weakened rapidly after making landfall over Siargao Dinagat Islands, as well as over southern Leyte, as it passed very close to Maasin City, and this system is now over the West Philippine Sea after traversing the northern portions of Palawan a few hours ago. And this is for today, Friday evening, December 17, 2021. And this is now the final update, since the system is expected to move out of the Philippine area of responsibility. And then on Monday, we are going to resume with our usual tropical weather analysis for the Philippine Islands when there's no tropical cyclones, which we issue every twice a week, MWF, for you to know the very latest if we have an approaching tropical cyclone or any tropical systems or subtropical systems affecting our country. And this is the English version. Now let's begin. Here's the latest fast animation from the NOAA satellite server. This is the latest, beginning at 1 p.m. until 9 p.m. tonight. And as you can see, the storm has slowly reorganized over the Sulu archipelago and still trying. Right now, it's already over to the west of Palawan. It made landfall just to the south of Rojas, Palawan around 5 p.m. And it's now quickly moving towards the west, and is now over the western coastal areas of Northern Palawan on its way towards the West Philippine Sea. And this system is expected to move out of the PAR by tomorrow afternoon. Here's the latest real Earth track, which we gather since the time of the landfall, so that you'll know the timeline. So it's still uploading. I'm gonna show it to you where the system passed. So there you go. The eye made landfall here. Then let me post this. Okay, let's reverse our time. There you go. So this is the time that this system has undergone a explosive deepening, meaning that the system is extremely rapid intensifying. So I'm gonna show to you the tracking of this super typhoon. Now this is around 9:40 a.m. prior to making landfall over the areas of Siargao and Dinagat Islands. So if we are going to fast forward this, okay, there you go. There, it made landfall around 1:30 to 1:40 p.m. in the vicinity of Siargao. Then the eye is still intact. Okay, and then it moved across Dinagat around 3 p.m. Then after that, it already expected to, and it moved farther away into the, and it moved now towards the southern tip of Leyte. There we go. It made landfall around 4:30 or 4:40 p.m. in the vicinity of Panaon Island. Okay, and then after a few hours, that's around 5 o'clock in the evening, it made landfall over Maasin City area. Okay, then after that, so how many landfalls? 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it moved back across the Bohol Sea. Then the next landfall is over the northern portion of Bohol, just very near the coast, but overland. And then that's around 7:40. So the forecast has the forecast of this system making landfall across the Visayas was about 1 to 2 hours earlier than we forecasted because of the sudden acceleration of the system. The movement of the storm or the typhoon has accelerated from 20 to 33 up to 37 kph upon crossing the Visayas. So this is good, because if it does move at a slower rate, it will prolong the destructive and damaging winds as well as the heavy rainfall associated with this tropical cyclone. So Odette made landfall between 8:30 to 9 p.m. Over Naga and Karkar area in Cebu. Then when we reach 10 p.m., the center or the eye, which is starting to deteriorate, has begun to traverse or make another landfall over central Negros. And after that, it moved out around the midnight, and it's already over the area of Panay Gulf. Okay, that's around the 1 to 2 a.m. And during that time, the system has rapidly deteriorated. The wind speeds from 260 died down to 215, then down to 205, and upon reaching the Panay Gulf and into the Sulu archipelago, the system has weakened into a category 2 with winds of only 175 kph, and as of this time, 8 p.m., it's only around 165 kph. So we're gonna show to you the reason why it rapidly deteriorated once it traversed the area, as it traversed the area of the Visayas. Okay, so throughout the afternoon, the system has started to reorganize over the Sulu archipelago, and then around 5 p.m. this afternoon, or a while ago, I'm gonna reverse that. There you go. It made landfall, okay, at 5 p.m. along southern portions of Rojas, and it's now quickly moved out of Palawan, and it's already over to the West Philippine Sea. So areas from central to northern Palawan has suffered the worst of this system. They've experienced some heavy rainfall as well as strong winds, and also included is the capital of Palawan, which is Puerto Princesa. Okay, if we're gonna play this all alone, so there you go. So the eye disappeared after crossing Maasin City, and then there you go. It's still trying to reorganize, but what will be the next area that will be affected by this system is our territorial disputed area, which is the Kalayaan Island group, which is expected to experience stormy and typhoon weather conditions beginning tomorrow morning until its passage very close to that area on in the afternoon. Okay, so this is the satellite animation from windy.com. You can clearly see here the storm moving into the West Philippine Sea, and if we take a look on the infrared, fast forward it as of this time, before 11 p.m. it's now here. So there's the eye. So this will move into the general direction of Kalayaan Island group. So these are the areas that will be affected next, although it's already outside of PAR, this island, but still it's under the jurisdiction of the Philippine government, as we have Pag-asa Island there. So here's the oceanic heat content. The reason on why the system has rapidly deteriorated over central Visayas, it is simply because of the oceanic heat content, which is so low, from 0 to 15 kilojoules of energy. So from the point of getting lots of energy here to the east of Mindanao, okay, that's why it's orange. That's 75 to 100 kilojoules of energy. After it made landfall here, it rapidly deteriorated because of lower oceanic heat content, which is offsetting the storm not to intensify, and it started to deteriorate, and right now it's struggling over to the West Philippine Sea because of its continued low oceanic heat content, although it has increased from blue to green, which is around 15 to 35 kilojoules of energy. So this is already part of the history of the Philippine Islands, since it wrought some damage across the major Visayan islands, as well as the worst of them all happened over southern Leyte, Siargao, and Dinagat Islands, since they are the first island that is being affected by this super typhoon. So let's help them, okay? Give to some of the accredited donations. That's why we are here to also help these people, okay? So that's how Bayanihan works with us Filipinos. So right now it's if we take a look on the tracking, this is our track around 5 p.m. Our next update will be tomorrow morning. We are back to our usual 12 hours. So the storm will start to move into Kalayaan Island Group early tomorrow afternoon, and then it will start to move closer towards the eastern coastline of Vietnam, and upon reaching there, it will start to move towards the north and weaken considerably into a tropical storm, and eventually dissipate into an area of low pressure since it is over area of a slightly cooler sea surface temperature, as well as strong cold dry air from the northeast monsoon that will trigger the dissipation of this typhoon. Okay, now here's the zoom in track. There you go, it passed there, and then tomorrow afternoon, take a look at this. Over at Kalayaan Island Group, they will be experiencing the worst weather condition beginning maybe around 9-10 a.m. and at 2 p.m. it's the closest approach over Kalayaan. We're still observing the system since it's struggling to organize, but it is forecasted to reach back to almost 200 kilometers per hour, 195 kph, category 3. So it will bring lots of punch, okay, across Kalayaan Island Group. So people listening or watching our video direct from Kalayaan Island Group, please take all necessary precautions, since this is a very large and destructive storm. Although it's already downgraded into category 2 or 3, it is still expected to intensify within the next 24 hours, since the South China Sea and the West Philippine Sea is somewhat warm because of the prevailing La Nina phenomenon. Okay, so that's the track. If we take a look at the Asian agencies tracks, they're all the same. What the system will do or might do. Okay, and here's the wind forecast from the European model. So if we fast forward it until Christmas time, the Philippine Islands, especially Bicol and other portions of the archipelago, will have pleasant weather with dry Madden-Julian oscillation, and the winds will be coming or blowing from the east. So if we move until the night of Christmas or Christmas Eve, still no weather system, which is good, and there's no problem ahead for this coming Christmas time. And on Saturday, Christmas Day, there's a new surge of monsoon or northeast monsoon that will bring windy conditions, cooler temperatures, as well as cloudiness with on and off rain showers over to the northernmost part of Luzon. That includes Batanes, Babuyan, and Cubab Islands, as well as Cagayan Valley. So there you go. On Sunday, December 26, right after Christmas, the surge of the northeast monsoon will remain weak, and it's only focused over the area of Batanes and Babuyan group. So that's it. That's the latest. And here's the rainfall accumulation forecast. So these are the rain for the next 3 days until Sunday. This will be brought about by the northeast monsoon. That's why there are rains being reported here. And here's the track, the rain area of the tropical, Typhoon Odette. So for the next 3 days, this violet thing will move towards the west-northwest together with the storm. And if we take a look at the latest global tropics hazards and benefits outlook from the Climate Prediction Center, it looks like aside from it looks like for the next 2 weeks we will be having some pleasant weather in the Philippine Islands, except for some showers in the evening or afternoon because of the prevailing La Nina. But the warm easterlies may return. On December 15 to 21, there's a above average rainfall. This is due to the passage of Super Typhoon Odette. Okay. And on week 2, December 22 to 28, we expect a much drier Bicol region and other portions of the Philippine Islands, although there are still some showers may be expected in the afternoon or evening because of localized thunderstorms. Okay, so there you go. That's the latest and the final advisory update on Typhoon Odette, and we will turn again on Monday to give you our latest update on the weather. From Typhoon 2000, this is Mike Padua reporting. Stay safe always, be #weatherwiser, and thank you so much for watching our channel.